Hi, I'm Joni Patry, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Well, today I want to talk about the sign Gemini for the year of 2025. If your moon or your ascendant are in sidereal, which is the Vedic chart, sidereal astrology, if your moon or your ascendant are in Gemini. Now remember, if you do not know your sidereal Vedic placements of your birth chart, you're going to have to figure it out. You cannot use your Western sun signs. This is different. And this is more specific. You're going to want to know this, seriously. So if you don't know your Vedic sidereal moon sign or ascendant sign, the way you can figure it out is you can go to, first of all, my first choice is, seriously, because it's such a great product, my Galactic Planner. My Galactic Planner, you can go there and put all your information in. It will tell you exactly what your moon sign is and your ascendant sign is. And that means you go to galacticplanner.com, and also signing up for just a month, you will get every prediction for your own chart delivered to your calendar on your phone or your computer. And this is the best way to do it because it is so detailed and accurate. Now, if you don't want to do the planner, you can always go to my website, galacticcenter.org, and go to my free chart calculator. Once you put your information in there, though, scroll to the very bottom and figure out what your AS, that's your ascendant, is, and your MO, that's what your moon is. So if you've done this and you know your moon or ascendant or Gemini, listen up. I'm going to tell you what 2025 is for you. So digging in here, Jupiter has been in your 12th house, and it will continue to be in your 12th house till around May 14th. So pretty much the first 5 months of the year, Jupiter is still in your 12th house. And the 12th house deals with endings. And Jupiter actually in the 12th house is beautiful because it brings about resolution and completion to so many projects you've been working on for so very long. Because what it's essentially doing is it's preparing you for when Jupiter goes into your first house, which means you're going to start an entire new life. This happens after May 14th. So Jupiter, though, in the 12th, till all the way between now till May 14th of 2025, let me just tell you what this is all about. With it in your 12th, it brings healing to so many things that you've had issues with in the past. Trust me with this. This is remarkable, the healing that it brings about. And that brings good health as well, because once you've eliminated all these issues that you used to really get upset about, there is a healing to you emotionally, spiritually, and physically with Jupiter in your 12th house. Another thing that Jupiter does in the 12th house, you will travel to foreign places more. 12th house deals with foreign countries. And incredible learning through these world travels. Another thing with Jupiter there, you will have very vivid dreams and very psychic dreams. Things come up and visions. Really, it's a time of being a visionary, and your psychic ability is stronger than normal. You have visions, feelings, knowingness. That is absolutely right. As well as Jupiter in your 12th house will help you sleep, but most of all, pay attention to your dreams. There is information that is so valuable that's coming to you during this time. Listen up and act on what your subconscious is revealing to you. It is all powerful, powerful information. So by the time of May 14th, Jupiter is going to go into your first house, where it's going to be there till just about June of 2026. So May 14th of 2025 till June 1st of 2026, Jupiter's in Gemini. That's your sign. This means a new beginning. Opportunities are going to be presented to you big time. There's expansion going on in your world and in your life. There's so many new things to be looking at. It's a whole new world. You're going to feel incredibly different and optimistic about the future. Expansion, optimism, and a great deal of confidence is yours during this time. Jupiter is spectacular in the first house, or on your moon. It gives you a sense of optimism and fulfillment. And it also can bring opportunities in the area of relationships. So you'll see that too. And then there's a brief period, though, that Jupiter will step foot into Cancer. This will be October through the first week of December. Very briefly, it's going to wake you up to some new things. And here's what it's going to do for you. You're going to love this. It's going to bring you wealth and money. Lots of money is coming your way. This is like a little preview of what's to come in the second part of 2026 to 2027 for you, because that's where Jupiter will go and stay in Cancer. But still, you're going to get a little taste of it. But Jupiter in your first house is a time of new awareness and awakenings for you. It's a whole new life. You're going to feel so different. Now let me go back to Saturn. Saturn's been in Aquarius, but it is going to go into from your 9th house to your 10th house. Now, Saturn's been in your 9th house for about the past 2 years. And this is really about doubling down to research and learning new things, but with a lot of hard effort that you have been learning new things. Lots of hard effort and work. And if your father's still alive, you know that it's been a tough time for him. But beginning the end of March and moving into April, Saturn's going to shift into your 10th house. And this means you're going to be working harder. It's not necessarily bad, but a lot more work and a lot more responsibility. That's why you're working harder and more. You have a lot of work to be done. And you have a heavy responsibility to fulfill this work. It's going to be a positive, even though sometimes it's a little bit overwhelming. I know, yes, but a lot has changed and you've learned so much that now your career and your position with work is different. And people respect you and will give you so much more work and responsibility. Now, because Neptune is going to be with Saturn, and this really, they come together in the months of June, July, and August. So what you're going to find, though, is things about your work are changing. You're going to want more freedom, even though you're working harder. But one thing is, if you're working for somebody, be aware your boss may not be as trustworthy as you thought. Be on guard and be careful what you share with them in your confidences, because they may not be as trustworthy as you originally thought or believed. Now, Rahu and Ketu, these are the points of the biggest change within your life and in a chart. So that's because wherever they are is where the eclipses are occurring. And Rahu's been in your 4th house. This has been for the whole past year. And this has been good for work. You've risen to another level with your work. Yes, you have. And people around the workplace totally respect you. But K2 being in your 4th house, there's been some changes along the home front. Maybe in your house, people moving in, moving out, or maybe you just moved, but something's been changing. But this is all moving to the past, because by June, we're going to have Rahu in your 9th and K2 in your 3rd. And this means travel. You will be traveling a whole lot more. So when is this? This begins in June and will continue for a year and a half following this beginning in June of 2025. And for the next year and a half, you're looking at a lot more travel plans, a lot more learning, maybe new courses, classes, going back to school, or you're becoming the teacher. Maybe you're teaching. And another thing is writing. You will be asked to be doing more writing. And there's going to be more interest in media and connections with more people through the process of social media. Yes, a lot of people are coming together for you. And you're going to be more interested in communications with them. And if you have a brother or sister or sibling, there could be some losses around siblings. Because, yeah, with K2 in the 3rd house, it could be losses of a sibling, or maybe they're not doing as well. But with Rahu being in your 9th house, there could be problems for your dad if he's still around. So that might bring you together with having to work things out with a sibling. But you will be learning new things. And your spirituality will catapult to another level. You're learning more about the spiritual truths in this world and what you're here to do. And maybe you'll be inspired to write a book on this. And you will be learning and traveling. A whole new world is opening up for you. Because really, when you think about it, Jupiter in the 1st, yeah, to sum it all up, Jupiter is in your 1st for a year, starting next May. And that expands your world with opportunities. Then we're looking at Saturn in your 10th. You're given more responsibility and work. So you're going to be doing extremely, extremely well. Then we're looking at, though, these eclipses coming across your 3rd and 9th house. And this means that there is going to be travel, learning, and self-expression. You may even be more on social media than you ever were before. So that is a big shift and a big change for you. And remember, pay attention to your siblings. They may need your help this year. So with that, I think I'll close. Remember, if this has inspired you to want to know more about what's going to be happening for you every day of the year, you're going to want to go to my Galactic Planner. So check it out. galacticplanner.com, and get the guidance from the stars. This will help you in so many ways. It's beyond belief. So thank you for listening.